Mr.
Will,
Spencer.
will you reboot or launch a new version of the Xbox One? Everybody was thinking it was going to be called
Slim it
X1,
down.
like 1.5. Exactly, slim it down, change it up, just like the way they did with the 360 and like the PlayStation 2, for example. Man,
Yeah,
how
3.
big and bulky it was, and 3, how
Yeah.
big and bulky it was, and then they slimmed it down a little bit. They had a smaller version that did the exact same things. Like, how can you give us a small version? The first time, you jerks. But Phil, he let me see if I can find his article again. He says they asked him about whether or not the 1.5 of the Xbox was gonna come out, and his response was, if I can pull it up without messing up anything, because I got it right here. He says, I'm not a big fan of the Xbox One and a half. If we're going to move forward, I want to move forward in big numbers. For us, our Xbox is doing well. It performs. It's reliable. The servers are doing well. If we're going to go forward with anything, like I said, I want it to be a really substantial change for people and upgrade. So take that any way you want. I mean, does he mean like the next generation console? What do you think, Sean? Do you think that Xbox will slim the Xbox One down to give us a new model of 1.5?
Um, honestly, I don't think that we will be getting an Xbox Slim.
Xbox Slim. That's a good
Yeah,
name.
Xbox on a diet. I will tell you this, and this is an interesting topic for me. I only think that we have maybe one more generation where there is actually console hardware.
You thinking it's going to be on the cloud, like
Yeah, it's going to be a service you pay for. And I'll say this one, hell, people will say that, oh, but I want to be able to use it offline. Man, get the hell out of here. Everybody uses online now. Everybody's online. Um, this way, because you're not restricted by the box that you have at the house that has a set restricted hardware, it has what it has, and that's only as good as it's going to be. If it's a subscription service you're paying for, it's up to the developers and the people that you're paying for your service to do all that upgrading crap. We don't have to do anything about that. So the games will get better and look better and look better, and it will be less boxed in to where, because you know how you get some of these games on these consoles, and they're like, this is the most advanced graphics. Well, that's pretty much as good as they're going to get on that console.
yeah.
They can polish here and there, but if we were
Oh,
paying
well, until the technology of making CGI characters look as real as you as I comes out, I mean, I think that's the final frontier.
I'm all for just paying for a subscription to something in the cloud, whatever,
Yeah.
to where their hardware runs it and we just stream it or whatever. As long as it's fluid and fast, I'll give up the box.
So what's your idea on that? I mean, so you're saying that there won't be a console in your house,
Right.
that there's going to like we would. So how would you play it? Like,
Well, maybe
what is the
maybe
controller
there
going
will
into?
be a device that catches the signal and translated it to your TV, but I don't think that there will be like a big video card, and they're not like what we
Right.
consider to be a console now, like this big block thing. There will
Mhm.
just be like a small little transmitter box that runs HDMI to your TV, and it just sends the signal
Yeah.
to your TV.
And it seems like a good idea for. I know what you're saying, because everything is coming down to, like I said, the non-physical media form. Everything. I think the days of the disc and the Blu-ray and things like that, and hard drives and whatnot are almost out of here. But the only problem that I would speculate on that would be what happens if, like, when we're playing Call of Duty and the Call of Duty server is down. That's it. We're not playing Call of Duty, or we're not playing multiplayer, but we can switch to another game. So
Right.
if the system goes down, if that server goes down, no one's playing anything.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a perfect system, and they're going to have to work the kinks out. But I do think the ability to upgrade on the fly, and like, say, for example, we have a game that's having trouble running at 10, because I have a 1080p TV, you have a 1080p TV.
Mhm.
As of right now, the Xbox One really struggles to play anything in 1080p. Usually they render it in 900p and then upscale it to make it look like it's 1080p.
Right.
If this was up in the air, they have all the hardware. They can tweak it and just make it work.
Exactly.
I mean, we're not stuck with this
We wouldn't have
box.
to update it. You're right about that. We wouldn't have to update anymore. It would instantly do it themselves and whatnot. But it's like it's almost like what's going on in the government. You want to give up your some of your rights so we can be more safe. So you want to give up that box. That way you won't have to put a disk in and be like, oh, you got to update it first, and it's going to take about 3 hours. You want to that would be eliminated. But
We
I don't
wouldn't
know.
have to update. We wouldn't have to update because they do all the updating. We just turn it on, and it may say, come back, and it'll have a timer saying system will be finished servicing in 15 minutes or whatever. Come back in 15. Whatever. I'm all for it.
Next time you turn the game off, it's going to be in update mode, and it's going to be.
I mean, I think that they can make it emulate like it's a console in your house. I mean, you have menus and you climb through, and maybe they can do it to where if one game is not working right, just play another game. I mean,
who knows? That sounds like a good idea. But like I said, the only thing I'd be afraid of is what happens if the server goes down or if it gets hacked. So if they can figure that out, I'm on board. If they can't, I would have to wait and see until they can perfect it. Don't do it until it's perfect. Is what I say.
Perfect is a hard word to achieve.
Yeah. Well, then I win. No, then we don't do it. No,
I say let's do it. Let's do it.